Yo, this is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider.
And this is Samir, the King in Black.
And welcome to another episode of the Angry Blerds podcast.
Where the nerds are black and the nerds are angry.
Okay, so I got a quick question. How do you feel about creators getting royalties on things that they created? Not necessarily like film related, but like, let's say, a perfect example of this is Greg Weisman. Co-created Gargoyles, gets nothing from the NECA figures.
He should have. I would hope he has merchandising royalties, but if he doesn't, then he doesn't get merchandising royalties. So that sucks.
Yeah, he does not. So the main reason I brought that up is because Hasbro obviously has the rights to Power Rangers. And so they talked about, they have Hasbro PostCon coming up next week. And a few things were actually leaked. So the Master Morpher for Tommy was leaked a few weeks ago. I meant to bring that up, but just kept forgetting. But also, it was a 4-pack of Omega Rangers. So I know you don't read the comics, but so the Omega Rangers, remember when they wrote Jason, Trini, and Zach off the show and they went to go join the World Conference or whatever?
Right.
They did that in the comics, but in the comics, they went to go work with the Morphing Grid emissaries, and they became Omega Rangers.
Much better.
And yes, so the World Peace Summit was a cover up, and so I don't know if these are legit, but it said a legit Lightning Collection Omega Rangers 4-pack promo. Hello, so Kyle Higgins, the guy who we all know and love, he wrote Nightwing in the New 52. He wrote, remember that Batman miniseries, The Gates of Gotham, with like the architect, like the steam.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, so he wrote that. He's written numerous things for DC. He writes. He's been writing these Ultraman miniseries from over at Marvel, and he also has his own He also has his own superhero universe called the Massiverse over at Image. So he's responsible for Radiant Black.
Oh, he's busy.
And yes, booked and busy. So basically, he saw this, and he said Hasbro should really pay Daniel Nicolo properly for these designs. They're so good. So Daniel Nicolo is the guy who drew the Omega Rangers, and he said, or pay him at all, honestly. So he threw a little bit of shade at Hasbro.
Yeah,
and yeah.
Like maybe like for every unit sold, he gets like $1. You know. Yeah, or maybe less, or I don't know the scaling on that, but something, you know.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that off mic, behind the scenes, because I found out some things that ain't really, for the public ear. Great, so now locals will call me. So so somebody asked him, would you want Hasbro to make more Ranger Centuries like the pink and yellow? Like black, pink, and yellow. So he said, personally, it doesn't affect me anyway. I make the exact same either way. Nothing. That said, it's flattering that characters I've helped create live on in other mediums. I love that they bring so much joy to the others. So I was like, wait, what? How does he not get any type of, gratuity from that? It's just crazy to me. I'm just like, man, when it comes to comic book writers and stuff like that, they definitely get screwed over. Like how we talked about how don't make Jack Diddley squat for basically making Bucky the Winter Soldier. So
it's not about money. You got to love it.
Yeah, but I was just like, good grief.
Oh, they really expanded the whole line because they got Brooklyn. He looks good. They got Broadway. They got Thalog, Demona, Elisa.
I told you about the whole Thalog situation. It's just it's a repaint of Goliath. He doesn't have the armor.
Oh yeah, he should get the armor. And then they have the Xanatos armor. And then they have the generic one.
Everybody's been released so far.
Lexington's not here.
I thought Lexington got released.
I don't see Lexington here. And Angela's not here. Oh no, Angela's here.
What website are you on?
Big Bag Toy Source.
Okay, I was just about to go there.
I lied. Lexington's right here. He's pre-ordered.
All right, exactly.
Dang, he's look good. He looks good.
They all look good except for Daylog.
Yeah, Daylog.
And I guess
crap. What was his girlfriend? Dang, what was his girlfriend's name?
Demona?
Delilah. Oh.
Who are you talking about?
He cloned. I'm like, bruh, that nigga was tripping when he cloned Demona and spliced it on Lisa.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's given Dave Chappelle when he said we clone these 3 white bitches and we spliced some black so they can do this. Like, yo, what? Taylor, what's wrong with you? Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yo.
Yeah, but apparently there's 14 figures because the video game version of Goliath has already come out. The Steel Clan robot, Lexington, Angela, Xanatos armored bronze.
I might have to copy. Oh, I forgot. Demona comes with the rifle. She got the burner. Oh shoot.
Yeah, remember? It's like the second episode where she pulled the thing out. So
yeah, and she got the spell book too. Damn,
bro, these are $42 a piece. The cheapest one is Goliath. Let's do the math.
I feel like I'm gonna cop these and then let them appreciate in value because I feel like I'm gonna just regret not getting these.
That's $546, my guy.
Your point? It will make me happy.
Saving to buy a house.
Yeah, I'm saving my house.
I'm sorry, that's $581 minus the shipping and tax because I forgot to include the live.
Hang on, we got okay. So
I did the math. 42 times 13 plus 35.
Yeah.
$600.
So full disclosure, I had a Bronx figure from like the first Disney toy line, but he wasn't this good looking. He's so articulate.
Bro.
Ooh, what if they do like the Avalon figures, like the Avalon characters? What if they do like other Gargoyle clans?
They all showed up maybe like twice.
Don't matter though. It's like the design on some of these characters was fire. Like, what if they get to see Griff or the Amazonian gargoyles or the ones from Japan? Yo, it would be so. I would pay for those.
I don't remember the Amazonian gargoyles, and I just rewatched.
They had such a good design, man. They were lost in Avalon.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about the ones. Yeah. I'm sorry. I hear Amazons. I think of Wonder Woman and Death by Snoop.
No, the Amazon
not Amazon Rainforest. Yes.
Yeah, the Rainforest gargoyles.
Sorry, dude. You say Amazon, I'm either thinking Wonder Woman or Amazon.com. Nobody think about the rainforest no more.
We should think about the rainforest. We're gonna when it goes, we screwed.
Bro, blame Jeff Bezos.
No, I didn't blame Jeff Bezos.
No one thinks of the rainforest anymore. All right, but enough about toys. How about you get us started? Because we've been rambling for like 8 minutes.
All right. Breaking news. So Attack on Titan
Why do you keep saying breaking news?
Final season part 3, part 2. There we go. I said it. Final season part 3, part 2. That's what it's called.
I know
you're
that's
over
what
it.
Called, and that's why
you're not over it. You're not over it because that is. I don't care what they call it. You can get mad at them all you want for tacking more on. What?
Samir, what? It's been the final season for 3.5 years.
Don't matter. You know why? Because the final season of Attack on Titan is one of the best TV shows in human history. All right? I will down that hill. It is so goddamn good. All right? It keeps delivering.
Bro, but
okay?
How long
Bring
is
it.
The final season going to be?
Don't matter. It's like the narrative implications, the weight of these of the story. It's just heavy. It's so good. Anyways, November 4th is hitting us, and we're not ready. No one's ready. You're not ready for this. We're gonna have to deal with it, but you're not ready. Before we go any further, we got some housekeeping. Happy birthday to legendary belated belated happy belated birthday to legendary composer Hiroyuki Sawano. He is known for some of the best openings on Attack on Titan. Also, he did the opener and theme song for Kill la Kill. Just a bunch of other titles under his belt. Honestly, just look up Hiroyuki Sawano and you've heard one of his songs. All right, the guy is a goat. All right, happy birthday, sir. We salute you.
All right, so
the Angry Blerds.
Since you want to throw out birthdays, I'm going to throw out a bunch of birthdays because we're going to go ahead and do that now. Sam Neill.
Oh, Sam. Hey, what's up, Sam Neill?
Yeah, I believe he is 76 today at the time of recording. Where did the birthday go? I hate IMDb. Yeah. Andrew Lincoln is now 50. We all know Andrew Lincoln from Love Actually and The Walking Dead. Plays Rick Grimes.
Okay.
She plays Debbie. Well, played Debbie on Shameless, and I think she's on The Conners now. Bong Joon-ho, who I believe directed Parasite.
Oh yeah,
am I correct?
That's definitely that is correct.
Yeah, he's 54. The man Samir hates, who he feels like is a detriment to black people, is 54.
Who?
Go ahead. You know who it is. That black guy.
Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry?
Yes.
I don't hate Tyler Perry. I just think he's Adam Sandler for black people. That's all.
Walter Koenig, who we all know as Chekhov, I believe.
Oh, the original?
Yeah.
He's still alive? Okay, 87. Yeah,
damn,
that tracks. I'm so he was old. I was like 87. No, that tracks. All right, well, I hope he's well.
Yeah, I mean, haven't heard any bad news, so thank goodness for that. But yeah, so happy birthday to all those individuals. All right, let me go ahead and pull up my first story. So, a movie that everyone wanted a sequel for, and they were like, "Yo, James Gunn, what's going on, bro? Super is getting a sequel." I'm just playing. Brightburn 2 is getting a sequel.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, so it is in development, and apparently the producers plan to use AI in the creative process. So, yeah, this actually came out from Deadline. Yeah, tricky.
Are they gonna write it with the AI? Like, what do you mean?
So, yeah, so H Collective, who was the producing team behind Brightburn, they are now launching H3 Entertainment, which is a company that says it will look to integrate the metaverse, Web3, and AI into a slate of films. So according to its founders, Mark Rao and Kenneth Twain, at the time of industry sensitivity around the use of AI, the model will respect professionals and fans while promoting responsible technology integration. So I saw that and I'm just like, excuse me? Y'all just gonna go ahead and announce this during a strike where one of the main things on both sides of the strike is AI usage? So make it make sense.
Who knows?
Samir, how do you feel about that?
It looks like it sounds like a bad idea.
It does sound like a bad idea, and I'm just like, at this point, it might not even, go off the ground because people are like, okay, why are y'all doing this? Stop it. And a lot of people are just saying, just pay the damn writers, man, what they're owed.
Bro, it's like it's driving me crazy. Y'all losing more money being greedy than just hand them the money. You would have paid them they would have got back to work. You could have got your projects back on track, and everybody would have been happy. Now we're mad at you. The writers are mad at you, and you losing money because you greedy. I don't get it. Like you effing your bag up trying to be that greedy.
Yeah, and a little small story to tack onto that. So I think like 4 episodes ago, I talked about the Marvel visual effects workers planning to unionize. Well, they have unanimously.
They've all unionized. They across the board.
Yes.
Unilaterally.
Say the word. No, I wasn't trying to say unilaterally.
Yeah, I know you're trying to say it.
There we go.
I use a different word for that.
Yeah. So yeah, that is official. So they have unionized with the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. And yeah, so it was roughly 50 Marvel employees, which the jobs included VFX coordinators and data wranglers. So, yeah, Bob Iger. Come on, man. Get to it.
Yeah, F Bob Iger.
They say he trying to just, keep Disney afloat so they can sell it to Apple. How would you feel about that?
I would hate that.
Why? If Disney,
first off,
Apple bought Disney,
it
changes to Apple land.
First off, I just don't think they need that. That sounds like a conglomerate, a monopoly right there. The FCC should not let that go through. And if they keep consolidating all these large corporations just so they can make money and screw us over, and there's no competition, no, that's just bad for creativity. It's bad for it's bad for entertainment. It's just it's going to make everything. It's giving Soylent Green dystopian future. Like we're all just ingesting
energy when Amazon. Where was this energy when Amazon bought MGM?
I don't recall it when
that because MGM's a film. Yeah, Amazon owns the rights to James Bond and the.
I know that. I recall that. But MGM isn't as far as reaching as Disney is.
As far as like themes parks and whatnot.
Right. I don't think that needs to go down, in my opinion. I hope it doesn't. And I hope that's just a rumor.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's been confirmed, but yeah, that's the rumor so far. All right.
A couple quick things. Gearbox could be put up for sale by Embracer Group, so that's kind of crazy. They're reportedly seeking buyers.
I mean, didn't they just shut? What did they just shut down? Volition.
Yeah. Another quick. Yeah. Well, it happens every day. Another quick story. Apparently, a Destiny 2 cheater is legally banned from ever playing another Bungie game. In addition to, they also have to pay a bunch of fines too. And I want to get into why real quick. The amount, I think it's like $50,000. No, $500,000. I'm sorry. They got to pay $500,000, and they're banned from playing any Bungie games ever. Apparently, this guy's 17. Now you think that's harsh, but apparently, when you mod a game like this, the way they do it, it infringes on the copyright terms of service, and basically you're on the hook for copyright issues.
So what you're saying is modders need to be on the lookout.
Pause. What you're saying is that don't mod competitive games. When you take a one-player game that is enjoyed offline, not only can the developer not see it, but they're not going to care. But when you do something like this,
online service. If it's an online service game, they can see it.
Yeah, but they can't. But what are they going to care? So this is the issue I have here is that he is cheating other physical players. That's the problem with that.
Yes.
So I don't know why any company would care that you're modding their game and just like for instance, Baldur's Gate doesn't care if you mod it, and it's an online always game also. At least I think it is. Yeah, it is. It definitely has an online component because it's multiplayer involved. So, and you can still mod the hell out of that game. They're not going to care. Okay. Starfield, they don't care.
You going to read more into this, or should I just go ahead and just read like the rest of the article?
Do you want to? Go ahead.
Yeah, because you just kind of read, like, you gave us like Cliff Notes version.
I mean, right here, they show you what they hear. Right? They show all his defenses. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to read it all. So, well, not the entire thing, but a good majority of it. So, this is from GameSpot, and it says, it's no secret that Destiny 2 developer Bungie has been at war with cheaters as of late, taking some particularly egregious rule breakers to court and suing them for millions of dollars. In these cases, defendants are usually groups of individuals or organizations that sell cheating software. This week, a judge once again ruled in Bungie's favor, but the lawsuit in question involved a single cheater. Still, the fallout was immense, with the individual in question ordered to pay Bungie $500,000 and banned from playing any Bungie games ever again. All right, so the judgment may seem harsh at first, especially given the fact that at the time, the suit was first filed a year ago. The cheater in question was 17 years old. Okay, so he was 17 when he originally. Okay, I thought he was 17 now. All right. Known as Luca Leone, the defendant repeatedly used cheat software to get a leg up on the competition, but it didn't stop there. Leone also evaded multiple bans and eventually escalated to sending threats of bodily harm to Bungie employees, resulting in.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, that dude's tripping.
The lawsuit claimed that Leone, like other cheaters Bungie's legal team has taken on in the past, had broken the copyright law by using cheat software with a graphical overlay owned by Bungie, claiming the use of injected code had created unauthorized derivative work that violates U.S. copyright law. Additional fees were added for each account Leone created to evade a ban, and each unauthorized copy of the game he downloaded in the process. Ultimately, both parties agreed that Bungie is owed $300,000 in statutory damages of infringement of copyright, with an additional $200,000 owed for the 100 acts of ban circumvention at the $2,000 per ban evasion. Additionally, Leone is banned from interacting with any cheat software that may affect Bungie-owned properties, interacting with Bungie-owned game assets, interacting with any Bungie game whatsoever, harassing Bungie employees directly or indirectly, harassing anyone who plays Bungie games directly or indirectly, traveling within 1,000 feet of any Bungie offices, knowingly traveling within 1,000 feet of any homes or apartments occupied by Bungie employees. Leone must also delete all social media accounts that have anything to do with Bungie. He attempts to cheat at Bungie games or his crusade against Bungie employees.
So there's a lot of going on with that. So it's not just the cheating, but it's still crazy that it started from all the cheating.
Hey, man. People crazy out here in these streets.
That dude needs, like, therapy.
I mean, bro, yeah, it's a game. Like, you out here threatening to, bodily harm to people. I get it. This kid, you probably ain't bust a nut yet, but still, it's big grief.
17. I don't know. Some people are just dumb. All right, let's move on to the next story.
You got any more video game news? Because I kind of want to keep all that under one umbrella.
Okay, all right. Well, so ahead of this launch, ahead of the launch of Phantom Liberty DLC, a 2.0 update for Cyberpunk 2077, the developer has warned that players to double check their rigs for if they're up to task, because they're kind of raising the system requirements a little bit, and it might cause some unexpected strain on your components. Essentially, it's probably not as big as they're making it out to be, but I have heard that this that even excluding the DLC, all the content, I've heard that the 2.0 DLC is just a gargantuan download in and of itself. Like, it's still worth just the free stuff they give you. It's still worthy to go and investigate. So I'm actually pretty excited, and I'm still gonna get the DLC on top of it. Again, this is a whole other experience. I'm excited to play that game all over again. Also, not about Cyberpunk, but we should dive into. Yeah. We're gonna dive into some more video game stuff. So let's go ahead and run through some of the PlayStation. Experience? State of Play.
They didn't do State of Play. Wait, they did? Yeah. I thought it was next week.
It's this week.
I could have sworn it was next week.
Nah, son. Broski. This week. We'll run through it real quick. It's not that big a deal. So,
it was today. I've been busy, bro.
Okay, well, I'm going to run through all these announcements and give a quick, play-by-play.
Okay.
So, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has a release date and a trailer. What? February 29th, 2024. Yeah, excited. Moving on.
I got the announcement tweet real quick. I want to read this real quick. So, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has been set for release on February 29th. Hey, y'all want to buy that for me for my birthday? The second installment of the Final Fantasy VII Remake project will feature elements from the previous game, as well as greatly enhanced features such as the vast world map to explore and synergy abilities with party players. The story will unfold more dramatically than ever before, with a rapid pace and major twists and turns. We know fans are dying to see one scene in spectacular Don't know what that is. Don't say nothing. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as its own standalone adventure. With the
How do you not know what the scene is?
I'm guessing Eric gets stabbed.
Yeah, that's the scene.
Because I thought there were 3 games.
Oh my god! Yo, also,
there would be 3 games.
Is 2024 a leap year?
Yes, full leap years every 4 years.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, so Final Fantasy VII Rebirth can be enjoyed as its own standalone adventure, with the party leaving Midgard to explore the wild world beyond. But those wishing to deepen their understanding of the story, a recap of the previous game will also be provided. We hope that both fans and those who have never played Final Fantasy before will enjoy this game. And that was written by Yoshinori Kitsei, who is a producer on the game. But here's the thing also. You cannot use your save from Final Fantasy VII Remake. So you're basically square one in this.
Why can't you use the save?
I just pulled this from The Verge. But yeah, it just says.
What does it say? What does it pull from the save though? Like, what does it give you?
I'm about to read it right now. Nothing. You just get the recap and that's it. So this is.
You don't need it. Yeah, start from level 1 again. It doesn't matter.
If you poured over dozens of hours in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, that unfortunately won't give you much leg up in the game. The sequel, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, in the sequel, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, as part of an interview about the new game posted on the PlayStation blog, director Naoki Hamagachi confirmed that you won't be able to port over your remake save or character builds in the Rebirth.
Yeah, so okay, that's fine. So
just fuck all the material I got, huh?
Yeah. Basically, moving on.
Bro. Some bullshit.
It's not. Moving on. So Spider-Man 2 has new gameplay trailer and highlights many Spider suits you can nab. So that's cool.
So here's something that made me mad about that. I posted it in the story. In our chat. Whoever owns the Chrysler Building, they suck. The Chrysler Building, they would not give Insomniac the licensing rights to use the Chrysler Building. So the Chrysler Building is not in this game.
So?
It's a staple of New York, dude. What are you talking about?
I don't live in New York. I don't know.
But still, the Chrysler Building was in the first one. So, New York really doesn't have that many iconic buildings. You got the Chrysler Building. You had the World Trade Centers. You got the Freedom Tower now. Statue.
Well, I just want to play as Spider-Man. I don't need to sightsee. All right, it's cool that the city's big, but I don't care what buildings are there. I don't live in New York. I'm not repping New York. All right, I don't have Timberlands and I don't say dead ass. So what?
You do say dead ass. You just don't wear Timberlands because we live in Florida. We don't.
I say dead ass. Ironically. All right. Moving on. Final Fantasy. Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways DLC comes out next week, son. Next week. Okay. So it has the Separate Ways DLC for Ada Wong, and it also has Wesker and Ada added to the Mercenaries. Okay, well, also they showed us PSVR 2, Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 4 Remix VR, PlayStation VR mode is coming out. Gets a winter release window. Let me see what's their actual dates on that. I don't see that. All right, big news. I'll skip on that. Big news. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora gets a new story trailer and a release date of December 7th. Can we do it? It's packed this year. So this is great. Can't wait to play that. Let's see. They show more.
Apparently, I got a little description right here. So you will be playing as a Navi who was kidnapped by humans and raised as a child soldier on Pandora. So this basically takes place after the first movie, but in between the first and second.
Yeah, I believe we talked about this at length when it got showed at like Summer Games Fest or something like that. Yeah, because I'm actually excited about this game. I initially thought I wasn't that excited about it, but the more information that came out and the more stuff they showed about it, it looks pretty amazing. And honestly, I want to kill RDA people. So yes, let's do this. It's like you don't watch Avatar, so you don't get it. But those movies have a way of connecting with you and just pulling your heartstrings. Low hanging fruit, essentially. Like it's easy to align yourself with people who want to burn down forests. It's like let's kill them. It's like the villains are so hateable. You just want to rise up and take them out.
You just said that so wrong, right?
What do you mean?
You said you want to align yourself with people who want to burn down forests.
I said you want to align yourself against people who burn down forests.
You said what though? But
you meant what I knew. Okay, so
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2 got a release date and a gameplay trailer. It looks okay.
Also, they finally gave us a gameplay trailer as opposed to that weird. What was it? It was just like a weird cinematic trailer that we got in the Game Awards. That was like
basically. Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord is out next month on PSVR 2. Let's see. Yeah, Foam Masters or Foam Stars. I'm sorry. Foam Star comes out in beta. When is that? October 1st. No, I'm sorry. September 29th to October 1st. Okay. Tales of Arise has a DLC called Beyond the Dawn. Looks cool. Those are pretty much the biggest announcements for State of Play. And
they talked about Baby Steps, which is basically a game from the creators of Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. So that'll be out on PC and PlayStation next summer.
Yeah. Also, another yes, and that's that.
Yeah, I got cosmetics. So, due to the fact that PlayStation has run out of the Spider-Man skins, D-Brand, who I believe we talked about during the inception of this podcast, or whenever PS3s came out, they have decided to release their own quote-unquote Spider-Man skins for your PS5. And also at the State of Play, PlayStation has announced the Deep Earth Collection, which is brand new PlayStation plates and controllers. So they will be available in the colors of metallic red, metallic blue, and metallic silver. I ain't gonna lie, that silver one look fire though. I would get that silver skin. Or even the red.
It looks like. Hang on. Why is this page not loading? There we go. So, it looks like Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition is spotted on the ratings board and should see a PC release very soon. Let me see. I know I just saw the headline where it stated the date recently. Let me pull this up.
You got the article up.
I had the article up for a second. I don't know where it went. But yeah, I want to say it's coming like really quick, like faster than I thought it was.
Hey yo!
Because now I'm like,
I don't see anything. I just clicked on the article you posted in the chat.
No, it's not in that one. That's why. Oh, yeah, okay. No, it's not in that. That's why. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's coming. Okay, so hang on. So the complete edition. Okay, so for the Forbidden West Complete Edition is reportedly coming to PC alongside the PS5 edition.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty soon.
You said that, but you didn't. You just literally.
I didn't. I didn't. Right. Well, I didn't say that it was coming alongside it. So whenever we're getting the PS5 edition, we're getting the PC edition. And hang on, blah 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 blah. And a reliable source said that it's coming out to Steam and Epic Games sometime in the next 30 days. Though to be clear, it's not specified the specific date. So this is very soon. The next 30 days. That's pretty much around the corner. So there you go. That's as good as we're gonna get.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. No cosplay. No crossplay for Mortal Kombat 1 either. By the way. So.
At launch, they're working on it. Calm down.
Man, we'll see. Usually,
at launch, they're gonna fix it. They said they're diligently working on it to fix all the stuff. Also, speaking of Mortal Kombat 1, in addition to a bunch of other character shows that came out recently. One that's most notable is the addition of Natara, who is played by Megan Fox, voiced by Megan Fox. Which I mean, I think they did this on purpose because of her portrayal in Jennifer's Body, like 13 years ago. When did Jennifer's Body come out?
I want to say like 2009, 2010.
Yeah, a while back. Wait, long time ago. Anyway, so yeah, honestly, I kind of see it, and it's definitely giving Jennifer's Body's vibe. And I'm a pretty big fan of that movie. In retrospect, definitely a cult classic. So,
Chris Pratt was in this movie, and Kyle Gallner, and J.K. Simmons
in Jennifer's Body.
Yeah,
I don't recall.
Exactly. I just remember Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried. Didn't even remember that Adam Brody was in it.
Yeah, good movie though. Definitely go back and watch it. It didn't get enough didn't get its just due, you know.
Did it? Are you sure? Because I could have sworn we talked about this movie.
Nah, it did it though. I don't think it did. Hang on, damn,
31. No.
Yeah, it bombed, right? Yeah. Yeah, bad marketing. Also, they released a preview of Assassin's Creed Mirage, and so far, people like the return to form that it's representing.
Yes.
I don't know if
Can you still climb up without jumping off the building?
You're the only one that has that problem, sir. You're the only one that has this problem. You're the only one that has this problem. You're the only one that has this problem. You're the only one that complains about this.
So I made the meme all those years ago when the guy said climb up and the guy jumped off the building and threw his controller into the TV. So I drew that meme. Bro, I keep telling you, that was a legit thing.
Yeah, but guess what? It's not a problem anymore. You're the only one still complaining about it. That meme came out like 20 years ago. It's not a problem anymore. All right? You're the only one still having an issue with that.
Not even 20 years old. It's close to 20 years old, but guess what?
I don't know. Like I said, I came into Assassin's Creed during the modern era. I don't know if I want to see a return to form so much. I miss the idea that you can change the gender of the main character. I don't know.
I miss Desmond.
Desmond. Desmond sucks. He was not interesting. He was not interesting.
Yeah, but he became interesting. Dude, you still think about Desmond from Assassin's Creed 1. During the whole Ezio era in Assassin's Creed 3, Desmond actually got a backbone, learned how to fight and everything. So you got to play as Desmond a little bit. So it's not like you just walk to the Animus and that was it.
All right. Anyways, this new guy, hopefully he's interesting. I don't know. Like I said, I'll wait and see. But so far, it's positive.
Yeah, I just feel like, bro, they kind of dropped the ball because they didn't know what they wanted to do with Assassin's Creed after they were like, oh, we killed off Desmond. Whatever will we do? So that's why Black Flag, it was all in a first person perspective with some random, dude working at Abstergo because they harvested Desmond's organs. And that's how they
right. Yeah, no one. Yeah, they really screwed that side of the story. That's why they don't even look at it anymore.
Yeah.
That's why Layla Hassan, that's why she's been the main character in the modern era for so long. And all she does is just hop into the Animus and that's it.
Hop into the Animus? So
she's interesting what her motives are and what she's going on. Yeah, she's, Anyways, what's actually, hang on, another thing. Apparently, Hades 2 enters early access in Q2 of 2024. If you remember, Hades 2 is a sequel to Hades 1, the widely popular roguelite that came out a couple years ago.
I feel like this.
So yeah, I can't wait for this one.
It might have been 2 years ago. It feels like, I don't know. But
no, Hades came out like 2021, I think. Maybe a little bit. Maybe it wasn't 2020. No, it's
like 2021. I feel like it was 2 years ago, dude. But they also announced that there will be a Johnny Cage DLC Bloodsport skin. So you will get to play as John. Okay, so you will get to play as Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, wait, hang on. I'm tripping. Let me see when it was released. Okay, it was released on Windows 2020, and then PS5, the consoles 2021.
But yeah, so any more video game news?
I think we got most of all of it.
Oh, so there was a very popular game on Steam It was called Only Up. This game apparently was just like selling like crazy, and the creator of the game has removed it from Steam due to stress. And he's just like, I'm over it. I just want to put this game behind me. We haven't had this happen in like a long time, dude. Last time we had this happen was Flappy Bird.
Wait, so the creator, because of the success of the game, he took it down?
Yes. So
I
yeah,
mean, I guess. Suffering from success?
yes. I'm not putting the DJ Khaled cover up here.
We the best!
I don't need them.
DJ Khaled!
Trying to track us down. Be like, yo, did you actually use my cover art? Like,
Yeah, DJ Khaled's a douchebag anyways. Who cares?
I don't know if he's a douchebag.
He doesn't like performing cunnilingus on his wife. He's a douchebag. Apparently men who perform cunnilingus on their partners are weak or not manly or something. So
I
no,
don't think he said that.
He did say that.
I'm gonna look more into that because I don't believe he said that.
Dude, he said that.
Samir? No.
Yes.
Stop it. We're not pivoting.
Stop what?
Okay, because
what?
Stop looking up DJ Khaled.
What? Huh?
Stab you, bro. But,
DJ Khaled says he does not perform oral sex on women. This is a long time ago. In an interview that researches from 2015. I don't know if
I'm talking about that you said that people who do it are weak and whatnot. That's
what
I'm saying.
I could go into his profile. I can think of a second. A woman should praise.
Cares.
His quote was, "You keep saying, oh, he didn't say that, and you want to say, let's play devil's advocate." No, I'm telling you what he said.
I didn't say
a woman should praise the man, the king.
How is this nerd related? As you would say,
if you are holding it down for your woman, I feel like the woman should praise you. All right, a man should praise a queen, but my way of praising it is called how was dinner.
Y'all finished?
So he doesn't think it's
I ain't got no more talking. That's right.
You like the house you living in? You like them clothes?
I know what he said, dude. I can actually post. I can find the fucking video.
All right, there you go.
And I didn't know this resurfaced. But like I said, how is this nerd related?
DJ Khaled, we the best.
I said he's a douchebag. You said I don't think he's a douchebag, and I had to prove you why he's a douchebag.
So because once again, opinion, he's a douchebag.
He doesn't perform oral sex on his wife,
and we don't know if she performs it on him.
Apparently he should. Apparently he says apparently it's mandatory, according to his rhetoric there.
All right. Moving on. X-Men Days of Future Past. So, Simon Kinberg, who was a producer on pretty much all the X-Men movies, and also directed X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Dang, he sucks. Go on.
Yeah, Simon, please shut the fuck up, okay?
What did he say?
Simon. Okay. So, all right, hold on. Actually find it. So he was doing an interview with Polygon, and he basically said that X-Men Days of Future Past paved the path for multiverse movies. He said there wasn't a lot of pushback from the studio, although paying all those actors. I don't think they were wild about that, but it was a successful film. Simon, shut up. Your film isn't multiversal, it's time travel. Those are two different things. Okay?
Well, I gotta say,
go into a different universe. He literally went back in time to the 70s.
It is very telling because they can't figure out how Kitty's Pryde's powers work. So you know what? This mistake is it's on brand. Freaking retard. What? Not? I shouldn't have said that. I retract that. No, I retract that statement. They're not bright.
I mean, Simon, shut up for life, okay? I'm pretty sure you are not going to be. Damn it!
What?
He is the EP on Invasion on Apple TV.
Invasion on Apple TV? What about it?
He's the producer and creator of Invasion. I was just getting ready to say, I was just getting ready to say, I hope you're not working.
Why? Did you want to watch Invasion?
But, yes.
I mean, okay, so honestly, it might be a good show just because he's a showrunner on it. Look, okay, here's the thing. Some people shouldn't touch pre-existing properties because maybe they can't handle other people's work. If they can make their own stuff and it's good, more power to them. But when they touch other people's stuff, it turns to garbage. I see it happen all the time.
But yeah. So, just shut up. Good grief. All right, so I just want to tack on to a bunch of movie news right now. So, Bad Bunny is no longer going to play El Muerto. So that movie is on hold indefinitely until they find a replacement for Bad Bunny.
Good.
All right.
Let it stay in development hell. Put it on the shelf.
All right. So Sam Pressman, who is a producer on the Crow reboot starring Bill Skarsgård, he said it's not a Marvel film. It's kind of anti-Marvel.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. What does that mean? So,
is it a standalone film?
Yeah. He said, we're finally at a part where we can really explore all those other avenues because it's such a unique property and that it is not a studio film. It kind of is. It's not a Marvel film. It's kind of an anti-Marvel film. I have the highest hopes for that. And I really love what Molly Hassel has done, pushing it up the hill, and Rupert Sanders is such a visionary. So, honestly, I like Bill Skarsgård. I do not like Rupert Sanders.
Why don't you like Rupert Sanders?
Ghost in the Shell. He directed that.
Okay, let me get this straight. This guy has the nerve to talk shit about Marvel films.
No. The producer was talking about Marvel films. Yes, but he's saying like, oh, I got, I'm proud of what they're working on. All right, and so
did you hire the guy that did Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah, he said the Crow has been a very central and integral part of our company, and I'm really proud of the progress and the work that has been done. I think the movie is just going to blow people away. Our partners want to approach it in a very 360 way, whether it be video games, an animated series, or a universe, but it's got this cosmic legacy that can expand beyond a singular story, which is very true because James O'Barr wrote several different Crow stories. So Eric Draven wasn't the only Crow. There was actually a Crow book done by, I want to say, IDW a few years ago. James O'Barr might have written that one, but there's always been different Crows. That's why, the franchise kept growing. I mean, I don't think any of those movies were based off of any other comic book characters. So like City of Angels, Wicked Prayer, Salvation. I still can't believe Kirsten Dunst was in a Crow movie. Yeah, she was in the Crow Salvation.
Okay.
And David Boreanaz.
By then, the movies sucked anyways, though. Like the second and third Crow movies weren't good.
I think there's 5 altogether, dude. Let's look this up real quick.
They're all bad except the first one.
All right, here we go. Sequels. So yeah, The Crow, City of Angels, The Crow, Stairway to Heaven. Oh, that's the TV show. I remember that show. The show was fire. The Crow Salvation. And The Crow Wicked Prayer was the last one with Eddie Furlong as the lead. You remember Eddie Furlong, little John Connor from Terminator 2?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Child star didn't hit adulthood didn't do him so good. He's not doing so great.
Yeah, I mean, is he even still acting? He did a TV show. Oh, that was a documentary. He was on. Okay, that's a fanfic. He did an episode of The Glades in 2012. He's got 2 movies supposed to be coming out this year, but he ain't really acting no more. But I'm just like, come on, man! You don't have to call it anti-Marvel. I mean, The Crow is his own thing. It's just been his own little indie bubble. It doesn't have.
I still don't know what that means.
So I'm guessing that's what he means because there's no Crow universe. There's no Earth whatever. There's no multiverse or anything. They're all standalone stories. So I mean, that's all.
I guess
that's all I got. Yeah, but I mean, you have to say, oh, it's anti-Marvel. All right. So another bigwig who we kind of just said, you can go to hell. David Zaslav. He has said that Warner Brothers has underutilized Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and the DC franchises. He said,
I think they haven't. I think they utilize them too much in some cases.
He said they want to have a real plan around DC and bring others back for shareholder value. So we already talked about the Lord of the Rings movie that has been postponed. People don't want to watch any DC movies because Scott Snyder left. That's why Blue Beetle didn't make any money. That's why Shazam! Fury of the Gods didn't make any money. I feel like something came out in between Shazam and Blue Beetle. Was there another DC movie this year, or was it just those two? Or am I just tripping?
No, Shazam, Blue Beetle,
and Aquaman. That's it. Oh, the Flash.
Yeah.
Shit, about the Flash.
Good God. Can we talk about something right now? Okay, so we're gonna talk about the Aquaman trailer in a little bit, but I'm gonna
stop you right there. I didn't watch it. I've been busy all day. I mean, I can watch it as I've been busy.
No, we're not doing reaction videos.
I'm not gonna do a reaction video. I'm just gonna watch it as we talk about it. I'm pulling it up now. Just go ahead.
Oh my God! What am I talking about?
Like a few things about it. Like what you call it? On All the Smoke. This is a movie about brothers, basically, and that the Trench was supposed to be low key a Black Manta movie, and I'm looking at it now. So he's got a kid. So
yeah, it is an issue I have with this. It's a whole problem with this whole situation. So they cut back Amber Heard's involvement in the film. She got one scene in this whole trailer. And I'm thinking, like, they gave Ezra Miller a whole movie after their shenanigans, repeated shenanigans, and she gets into a marital dispute with her now ex-husband, and I'm like, they take a movie away from her? I don't know, it's not fair. It's what I'm saying. In retrospect, it's not fair. It really isn't.
Okay, Samir. So, I get it, but at the same time,
I'm saying we got an Aquaman movie where it involves his kid, but his baby mama ain't there. I feel like they brought back Nicole Kidman just because they didn't want to use Amber Heard.
Well, apparently James Wan was doing an interview. That's why all this is coming back up. He said that this was the plan even before they just, it was supposed to be about, Arthur and Orm, trying to find that brotherhood because, they fought in the first one. But, I mean, who knows how much stuff she actually shot before they were like, cut it down some more. Cut it down some more. Cut it down some more. So, here's the question. Do you think this movie is going to break $1 billion like the first one?
No. I'll be very surprised if it does.
He got the Black Trident. But yeah, I mean.
Yo, also, man, I got to say, there has never been a bigger hater in comic book history. No, that's true. Zoom is a hater too. I ain't never seen a hater. No, Black Manta sucks. Don, I'm sorry. Don is a goddamn hater, but it's like, but so is Black Manta. I ain't never seen someone who has so much just so much unjustified hate on somebody. Like, you acting like you and your dad wasn't running around gangbanging and effing up lives. It's like you acting like your dad wasn't on that ship causing all that havoc and got his ass whooped. All right, and then died because of that shit. Like, it's not like y'all sitting in y'all house chilling and then like what's the actual storyline for Black Manta? Was his dad? Were they always pirates or was there something else?
It's pretty much that. It's more.
Yeah. Okay. Right, and then I think he caused Arthur's dad to have a heart attack or something, right? Is that what went down?
Something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's how they got. Yeah, that's how they got Laura on the beef. Anyways, Black Manta, just chill. Like, bruh, like, yo, I ain't even seen it. It's like, good God.
Nah, it's beef for life.
Apparently, it's like
Kill
Kid
my
Cudi
dad,
and
I'ma
Lupe
kill you,
Fiasco.
I'ma kill your kid. Yeah, I mean, don't talk about that, dude.
Why?
I'm talking to Loco about that all the damn time. He's like, yo, so what's going on with Kid Don't Taser Me Bro Cudi? It's like, and Lupe, Cudi is beyond it. Like, Lupe would just randomly just get on Twitter and just like, yo, fuck Cudi.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. It's crazy.
Lupe Fiasco is the reverse Flash of hip hop. Like, if he could go back in time, he would push Cudi down a flight of stairs like Thon did Barry. That was me, Barry. I pushed you down a flight of stairs at 8 years old. You ever wonder why you always missed the bus? It was me. Yeah, I mean,
oh my goodness.
trailer looks good. I don't know if they make any money because, you know, all those Snyder Bros are just.
I don't think it's a Snyder. It's not the Snyder Bros. I think it's these films don't feel like they don't matter. These films don't matter. That's what it is. And it's like you can do a film like The Batman and it'll do well, or Joker and it'll do well. But if you're gonna tote something as a shared universe and your films feel like they don't matter to each other, I can skip this one. That's what it is. Like the average person doesn't go to the movie more than like once every a couple of months. You know, it's very rare that someone goes to a movie theater almost every weekend.
Okay, so answer this question for me. Do you think people feel that way about Marvel movies? Because I know they feel that way about the Disney Plus shows. Because remember, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania didn't make any money, and you know that was that was set up in Loki.
Right. Basically, people are getting fatigued for first off, they got to watch everything, and either A, they can't keep up, or B, they're not invested anymore. And I think Disney overestimated the investment that people may have in their property. That's all. And now all you have left is fanboys.
Bob Chapek got fired. But even then, I really don't feel like that. You know, everything has to be connected. Motif ever worked with DC? Because think about it, dude. What the fuck was Suicide Squad connected to? It was literally like five minutes of like, oh, Superman died. I gotta put a team together. That was it. Birds of Prey. Huh? What was that connected to? She left Joker at the end of Suicide Squad, and now she's back in the Suicide Squad. It's like,
well, it's like that in the comic also.
And even then, everything is still standalone, even in Marvel. Like really, the only thing you ever really had to watch with Marvel was like a mid-credit or a post-credit scene to get the setup for the next movie.
Kind of, yeah.
Like Iron Man. Nick Fury, I want to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative, the Incredible Hulk.
So here's the issue with that. It is starting to become more.
Oh, this is another Infinity Stone. Avengers, Thanos. What the hell was the post-credit scene for the first Guardians?
Thanos.
Was it Thanos? No. I'll get it myself.
The Collector. No, that was Thor: The Dark World. That's Thor: The Dark World.
Okay, no. The Collector was in Thor: The Dark World because they gave him the first Infinity Stone.
Right. The Ether.
The post credit, the post credit was after Nowhere got destroyed and Howard the Duck was just it was a throwaway. But yeah, so you really only need post credit scenes for Marvel. Well, until the Disney Plus era, because nothing was connected. nothing was truly connected.
So it's starting to get glaring because it's like the idea that you can't. There be some real world-ending crises in some of these, like Secret Invasion. I feel like Fury should have called it some help.
Secret Invasion was very isolated. I mean, it's kind of isolated, but not because it's supposed to set up for Captain America: Brave New World. Because in that movie, Thunderbolt Ross is the president, and it also connects to the Marvels as well.
Well, I mean, let's hope Secret Invasion doesn't stink up the multiverse or the continuity, because that was not a good show.
Nah, I mean, we got the Marvels coming out in November, so that's it.
Gaia is a terrible character, and I like Emilia Clarke.
Samir posted this one, and I'm going to talk about this one because I'm kind of covering movie news since he pretty much did all the video game news. Why do we keep getting these horror movies based off of fairy tales and nursery rhymes? So we got a Mary Had a Little Lamb and a Three Blind Mice. We got those two now are, horror movies.
Look, if you can stick the landing, it's good. If you can't, then yeah.
Yeah, these two are gonna be another Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Because what did I say was being adapted into a horror movie? Cinderella, which is supposed to be coming out next year. It's like, how does that work? Is she just going to be obsessed with the prince and she goes back and kills her family and goes on a murder spree?
If I remember correctly, Cinderella. There's actually no, because so it depends on how they go with it. Because the original storytelling is Cinderella. The birds pick out one of the sister's eyes.
Yes.
There's body mutilation. There's a lot of other. So you can go pretty dark with those.
You have to read the original Grimm's fairy tales for this stuff. That's why I was mad that people were mad that Halle Bailey got cast as Ariel. It's like, y'all do know the original Little Mermaid was green, right? Read the damn Dutch fairy tale. Don't go with the Disney shit. And everyone's mad at Rachel Ziegler. She got his shitting on Snow White. It's like, bro, how you shitting on your own movie? Yeah, the prince is stalking her and everything. I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah, but also I got two more bits of movie news, and then I guess we can get into our reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of Kid, Don't Tase Me, Bro Cuddy, I did that for you, Loco. He actually auditioned.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because Kid Cudi got tasered once, and that was a thing when it actually happened. And every time I talk to Loco and I mention Kid Cudi, he's like, "You mean Kid Don't Tase Me, Bro Cuddy?"
Yeah, but he didn't say that.
Bro. I don't know.
He didn't say that.
I never bothered to look it up. But yeah, so
the Don't Tase Me, Bro guy is someone else.
Yeah, but he might have also said it. But so
I don't think
Kid Cudi, Kid Cudi was he was going on a tweet spree. He does this every now and then. Like he'll go and be a recluse, and then he'll come back out and just like tweet a bunch of stuff. And he was actually talking about losing the main role in Get Out to Daniel Kaluuya. He said, "I wish I got Get Out. I auditioned and Jordan was impressed, and I thought I ate that shit up. I was so salty that I didn't even get that. He didn't even go see it in the theater when it came out." But yeah, he said Daniel was the best choice. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel like if
I agree.
Multiverse?
Daniel Kaluuya was. I mean, Kid Cudi's a good actor. I can't really think of him in that role now because Daniel Kaluuya owned it so well. But I'm sure Kid Cudi would have been fine as well.
Yeah. Quick question: where are we reviewing the creator, or does it depend on the rating score?
We can review it.
Okay,
I want to see that movie.
I don't want to say don't be on that BS again. We should just shit on that
BS
last week.
Well, actually, we should talk about that. So,
what, man?
Okay,
we talked about it last week for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but the new information came out. Actually, you reminded me for bringing that up. I totally forgot actually that we were going to come back in with the redacted information. So more information came out.
Well, let me get this off real quick. So,
oh my God, hurry up!
Baseball season started last week, and
what did I do it?
They had people dressed as the robots from the creator, so they had like the back of their heads missing and everything, and people were freaking out. Because these were just regular people in the stands. So somebody.
All right, so these poor people had to sit. These poor people had to sit in the stands in this hot ass stadium and wear this makeup.
I'm pretty sure it's just a prosthetic that they just put on the back of their heads. Like if you just
it
put
sounds
their
hot.
heads backwards.
It sounds hot. It's like, yo, have you been outside recently?
Okay, did you look at the picture? Samir, did you look at the picture? Because this dude is wearing a long sleeve shirt as well as a LA Chargers jersey. And I'm sorry, I meant football.
It looks really hot. Yeah. Also, football, MLB, who cares?
Come on, man. But go ahead and give me your Rotten Tomatoes stuff.
All right, so anyway, so we talked about Rotten Tomatoes and how there's an article that came out recently that basically implicated that the review process for Rotten Tomatoes is compromised because Bunker 15, a PR firm, basically paid a bunch of lesser known critics.
Skip the recap. Get to the main point.
I'm context. So yeah, lesser known critics to give positive scores to a movie, the movie Ophelia that came out in 2018, right? I think. Yes. And it dropped. It basically climbed it from a 40-something to a 60-something, right? Which brought it into the fresh range. Now, here's the kicker. All right. So first off, the article by Vulture, I can't really, in good conscience. That's the article that's the publication that put the article out.
But you said Vulture was discussed.
So I can't, in good conscience, call that actual journalism. The data that they used to that they employed isn't really all right. So they cherry picked. First off, there's only one documented incident of that. They only pulled up one incident, which was Ophelia, right? So basically, now granted, Rotten Tomatoes is still not right what they did, but it only happened once. The PR firm for this movie paid those guys this one time, and that's what happened, right? So there's no evidence that it happens frequently or at all. It might just happen just at one time. And generally speaking, most film critics is very frowned upon in the industry to take money for positive scores. They don't do it, right? So in addition to that, the article also went on to criticize Rotten Tomatoes for the basically increasing the number of critics that they have on their in their employ or that they use to review movies. And they sort of went on saying that diversifying the a number of authors and a number of critics and pulling from minorities and women, how they basically said that they went woke or something like that. I'm like, all right, that's a weird stance to take, Vulture. Like, what are you trying to, So honestly, the more I look at that article, the more I'm like, it looks, I don't know. I'm starting to question the validity of the whole stance that they're taking here, essentially. Yeah, it's wrong that it sucks that they paid those couple of critics to inflate the reviews. On the flip side of it, though, it seems like they have an axe to grind for the film journalism industry. Also, they seem to be cherry picking data. So I'm not entirely sure if it's
So apparently, it said that some of these reviewers also, I think they said 8 other films. They just chose Ophelia as. Oh, here we go. Between October 2018 and January 2019, Rotten Tomatoes added 8 reviews to Ophelia's score. 7 were favorable. Most of them came from critics who have reviewed at least one other Bunker 15 movie. The writer of a negative review says that Bunker 15 lobbied them to change it. If a critic wanted to give it a barely overall positive, then I do know the editors at Rotten Tomatoes and can get it switched. A Bunker 15 employee wrote, I also discovered another negative review of Ophelia from this period that was not counted by Rotten Tomatoes by a writer whose positive reviews of other Bunker 15 films had been recorded by the aggregator. So they didn't review Ophelia, but they reviewed other things that were
right. But it sounds like the whole situation is centered around Ophelia and not any other film or not subsequent films after or before it. So basically, it sounds like it's one incident that they wanted a movie to do well, and this movie in particular had a very rocky showing at a film festival, and they knew off rip it wasn't going to do well, so they preemptively got a PR firm involved with it, and that's the kicker there. So. Like I said, I don't know if this is the definite evidence that Rotten Tomatoes is not a good metric to grade movies on. It is and it isn't. So, yes, you definitely should be more nuanced with your choice of movie reviews. Yeah, you still can use Rotten Tomato as a grading scale. It's not, the system still works. It's just have more discretion. Essentially, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I can honestly tell you that a lot of directors hate Rotten Tomatoes. So,
well, yeah.
Martin Scorsese said that it reduces the director to a content manufacturer and the viewer to an unadventurous consumer. Brett Ratner called it the destruction of our business, but insiders acknowledge that it's still becoming a crucial arbiter. And publicists actually say that their jobs revolve around the site. So within the last 10 years or so, Quentin Tarantino just flat out said he hates it because, and I quote, people are too lazy to view things for themselves. So sounds like Quentin Tarantino agrees with me. Just go and see it and get a feel for your damn self.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's not exactly clear as cut as that, in my opinion, Bernard. you can go see a movie for itself, but again, there's a lot of movies that get released in a month period alone. So it's really easy to pigeonhole yourself if you just if you just see what gets released as opposed to digging in and looking at a wide scale of movies. And if you can't divide them based on, their scale, their grading, I mean, I don't know. It can get pretty confusing that way, sir. And you might end up watching a lot of movies you don't like or wouldn't have been something you picked in the first place.
Yeah, but that can go either way, Samir. You can watch a trailer for a movie that you thought was going to be good, but it's got a shitty score on Rotten Tomatoes, or it got a positive score on Rotten Tomatoes, and you did not like it, or you did like it. That's why I just say I don't even use Rotten Tomatoes to grade movies. I just go based off of what I see. I mean, because I'll watch a trailer for something, and if I make the time to see it, I'll see it. But I mean, like I just said, that's why I don't use the whole. Oh, it's fresh. I must go see it. Can I see a trailer first? And that's.
I can only speak anecdotally. When I stopped caring about trailers and what a movie likes, and if a movie fits into my preferences, I actually got a much more eclectic taste in movies because of that. I like just blind watching movies, and that's just how I do things. So it's not about what it's about. It's about what it's whether or not it's good, and I like to figure that out as I watch it. And Rotten Tomatoes has helped out with that a great deal.
All right,
but yeah, let's get into the reviews.
What do you want to do first? One Piece, because that's 3 episodes.
Let's do One Piece because. How far are you up to One Piece?
I literally stopped at episode 4.
Oh God, bro, you took it so long.
My dude, you said we were going to review an episode a week.
Yeah, I know. Let's knock it out faster because it's like everyone's already seen it, and it got greenlit for season 2 because of how popular it is. Yeah, it's just that good.
Canceled because of this damn strike. Like, well,
I mean, that won't be because of the show. It was because of the writer's strike. That's not the same thing. I literally
just said because of the strike. I didn't say because of the show. All right, so episode 2 really wasn't feeling it. Yeah, we got to see Bumpy the Clown.
So I love that his costume. I'm laying out on the entire season. Every costume design, character design, everything looks on point. Everyone looks so goddamn good. The dedication to the aesthetic is just chef's kiss. I love the fact that
you have your creator involved in the show.
I mean, yes and no. I've seen plenty of times where creators involved in the show, in a movie or show, and it looks like garbage.
Like what?
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Okay, so no, Alan. Oh, let me actually talk about that real quick. Alan Moore, the guy who we said is like a drunken. I don't know what the fuck is his deal, but he told Warner Brothers, "Hey, from here on out, any residual checks you send me from like Watchmen, V for Vendetta, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, donate it to Black Lives Matter." So you get props from me for that. But other than that, I still think you batshit crazy.
How much of those checks at this point, anyways?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? But he just said, "Hey, give it to Black Lives Matter."
Watchmen came out 2009. Like how big are those checks at this point? What residuals is he getting still?
I mean, they still make Blu-rays and stuff, and who knows? Due to the fact that he's a creator, so he might get a bigger percentage than the writer of the film and the actors. But who knows? But yeah. So I don't blame Alan Moore for just trying to cape for his property, and then Warner Brothers kind of ruined it. Only cool thing about not Watchmen, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was the car.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was a weird choice to adapt, anyways. To be honest,
bro, it was like. They're like, oh crap, what do we do? No one wants to see Superman because Superman Returns. I mean, Superman Returns made money, but at the same time, it was like
everyone hated it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it. I was just like, really? So Clark just had a kid with Lois and just said, "I'm leaving, never coming back again."
I don't know. All right, going back to One Piece. Let's not get sidetracked. Yeah. So the again. yeah, so the adherence to the aesthetic and the dedication to just the makeup design, the costuming, everything's on point. The show is just doing its damnedest, and right now it's doing it's putting in work. It's in its bag. And I also love that every episode everyone's in different clothing.
They are.
So that's great. Yeah, every episode the shirts change, the pants change. Everyone has different clothes every episode.
I didn't notice it in episode 2. I did notice it, when they got to Usopp and old girl.
Yeah, every episode like they change out their
wardrobe,
their clothing. Yeah, yeah,
so
pretty dope.
Yeah, episode 2 I really wasn't feeling, but I was like, why the hell is this dude playing Buggy look familiar? And I was like, oh crap, that's old boy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But that episode was kind of slow. So
I think
3 and 4 were good. I actually liked those 2 episodes.
Oh, you actually liked them, huh?
Okay, dude.
So I just said maybe give it to episode 3 and 4, and then here, sure enough, you starting to like it. It gets better from there. Wait till you get.
I didn't say, oh, this is fire. It's not like I'm getting geeked up. I liked it, dude. It's just like, yay. But,
all right, well, keep watching. It gets amazing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. Old boy with the looking like a knockout fucking Edward Scissorhands. What was his name again?
Kuro?
Yeah, Kuro.
Kuro, the Black Cats. Yeah, and it's like, dude, everything was correct. Dude, they had the little glass lift he got doing. They did everything on point. So good. Also, I like to. One Piece as a property is great. So another note, someone came out and what did they say? They said that someone, I forget why, but someone on TikTok, I got into it with them because they criticized the One Piece show for only casting one Japanese person in the cast, even though the property's from Japan. And Ichiro Oda himself has come out and said, no, this person is from this country, that person from that country. The only Japanese person in that cast is Zoro, period. Like, Luffy is canonically from Brazil. So his cast is on point. Nami's from Sweden. All right? Usopp is from, the only thing that he tripped up on was Oda said Usopp is from Africa, which is a continent. So I was like, not a country. Like, he didn't put out a specific country in Africa, which is crazy. But what else? He basically named out every single Straw Hat pirate and what country they're from. And I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, guys. So what you want to do? You want to knock out the last 4 episodes next week? So
let's knock out the next 4 episodes. Yeah,
because in 2 weeks I want Gen V.
Yeah, and also I really want to do the House of Usher for October. If we're not doing the movie list thing, let's do the House of Usher.
We're going to do 2 movies, bro. I can't. We said we were going to do 2 movies for October.
All right, you said 2 movies a week or 2 movies?
No, just 2
the
movies,
whole month,
bro. 2 movies the whole month because we're still going to have Ahsoka. We're still going to have Doctor Who.
Ahsoka's almost done. Ahsoka's almost done.
Weeks. But that goes right into Loki. Literally, the week after Ahsoka ends, Loki starts.
Okay, so Loki's going to throw it over. I think we can still be able to squeeze in. We just got to maybe cut down the news in that. On that. I mean, how much news we going to have in the month of October? I feel like we can.
We were trying to cut down the news because you said you had something to do tonight. We were an hour and 20 minutes in.
Oh, well, that fell through. So we can go ahead and keep the episode going.
Exactly. But, that's why I'm like, just probably.
But I'm saying it's October. I think we need to signify that it's a spooky month. We can't not be spooky the whole of October. I think that's a missed opportunity.
Dead ass. Last year or the year before?
Because every year we don't do it. I want to do it this year.
Every year.
It's October.
Every year we review 1 Halloween movie. Now you trying to get me to do 4 more?
I just want to do a full month of spookiness. That's all. It don't got to be the whole. I don't want to be every episode, but let's just do a lot more spooky movies. That's all.
That's why I said 2 movies, dude.
But if you didn't want to do the spooky movies, we could do the House of Usher and call it a day.
I don't want to watch the House of Usher.
It looks so good though.
So are you good with 2 movies?
The whole month?
Yes, dude.
All right, we'll circle back to this. We'll circle back and negotiate later. Let's go on to the next review.
Negotiate, bro. We've been talking about this for 2 weeks now.
What's the next review?
What are we doing? Doctor Who or Ahsoka? Because Doctor Who, we got what, 6 episodes.
Let's knock those out now because Ahsoka's the main point of the episode, anyways.
All right, so let me pull up these episodes real quick. All right, Doctor Who Series 2 episode list. All right, so we started with The Girl in the Fireplace. All right. So see, this is why I'm really thinking you're gonna like Doctor Who, especially if you decide to go to Matt Smith, because The Girl in the Fireplace was written by Stephen Moffat. Keep in mind, this is the same guy who wrote The Doctor Dances and what was it? I almost said The Boy Who Lived, but that was Harry Potter. The 2-parter with World War II, where we got introduced to Captain Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very good episode. What did you think, man?
I think
besides the lady who played old girl could get it, because that's what you kept saying.
I think
like, if I was the doctor, I would have went back too.
I think it's sad, and yeah, it was sad. I mean, that and Rose getting jealous because the doctor was I don't know. It's actually kind of not looking back on it. It's a little. Is this grooming? Did he groom Madame de Pompadour?
No, she made the move on him.
I mean,
what are you talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't feel weird to him. You saw this girl as a child, and he came up when she was young. I don't know.
It saved her life, dude.
I get it.
Once when she was a little girl, and that was it. He came back. She was an adult.
He didn't encourage it, but didn't it feel weird to him at all? I don't know. No. I thought that was something.
No, you're out here trying to make the doctor a groomer. What's wrong with you, bro? But no, she was like, "Oh, this guy just pinstripe." Look, you can't 1 week say, "Look, man, David Tennant is doing it as a straight hetero cis male." I get it. Then I say he's grooming her.
I did say that.
You did say that last week. Hey, FD. But yeah, I mean, no, man, she just did that. I mean, and okay, so the same thing happened with Amy Pond. When Matt Smith first meets Amy, she's a little girl. But she didn't get infatuated with the doctor. She was just like, yo, this dude crashed in my backyard. He came in the house. He ate some apples. He ate some fish and custard, some fish sticks and custard. He's the Raggedy Man. And no one believed her. So it was like...
all right, so let's talk about Rose. Yeah, let's talk about Rose getting her feelings over
being jealous. Shout out to my boy Mickey Smith. You know, despite the fact that he tried to destroy, despite the fact that he tried to kill Starfleet, he was in Star Trek Into Darkness. Like the first 5 minutes.
Yes. Oh, that was him. Oh my god.
Yeah.
His daughter. It was his daughter, man. He had to keep her. He had to save her.
I know, but yeah. Shout out to Mickey putting her in the spot. Aha! You see it now. Sarah Jane, Madame de Pompadour, Cleopatra. Rose is just looking like second fiddle. But yeah, man, I like Mickey. I mean,
I could take him or leave him.
You'll get to like him. But oh crap, never mind. That's right, he left. So yeah, I mean, Rose is jealous, and I mean, never showed any feelings whatsoever. Besides, like, oh, you know, we're traveling, we're having fun, blah 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 blah. But why he talking to this bitch? Why he telling this bitch to pack a bag?
Yeah, like, what was his game plan there? Was he going to take her with him? Was he going to give her a tour? What was the plan there?
He said pack a bag. So he was obviously planning on taking her. He was going full Prince Ali. I can show you the world, shimmering, shindering wonder.
It's like like I said, man, his morals is all over the place. But
look, the man is a time traveler who likes to have fun, who gets in precarious situations.
I get it, and he also likes to topple governments. All right, So moving
Oh
on
my God.
to the.
He didn't topple the government. He didn't become the dictator. He didn't elect himself prime minister of Britain. Okay, you just can't go around committing possible genocide because honestly, those aliens never come back. So she might have wiped out that entire race.
They were slavers.
They were slavers. I know. Samir going full major pain. You want sympathy? Look in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. That's where you'll find my sympathy.
All right, moving on. The rise of the Cybermen.
Okay, so the guy who played Lumic, did he look familiar to you?
No.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. What? What are you laughing at, bro?
It's like, go ahead. Who's the actor, man? Hurry up.
Barty Crouch Sr.
Oh.
From the Goblet of Fire. So father and son reunited.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Rose is dumb.
Bro, she never had a chance to spend time with her father. Good
yeah,
God,
but they're not her parents. They're not her parents. How many times have I tell? That's not your dad. That's not your dad.
Okay.
He's not your dad.
Okay. So I'm calling an audible right now. Flag on the play. If, somebody with a time traveling phone booth popped outside your window and said, Samir, come on, let's go. And, you just happen to stumble upon, an alternate universe where your father's still alive. You're not going to go ask him some questions that you had. Lord, come on, bro. Stop it.
It depends on how alternate this world is, but probably not.
It's basically the same, except you were never born. You and your siblings were never born. So your parents are still married. You were never born. You are the family dog like Rose was.
Yeah, probably not. Also, the doctor wouldn't like me because I would try to capitalize on time travel to make myself rich. So we wouldn't get along.
Okay, so I was going to say 19-year-old you because Rose is 19. So you're 37.
19-year-old me. I don't know because I wasn't that jaded back then at 19. He probably could have taught me into anything because I'll be a child. All right. All right. Just saying, this is not the same thing. I'm not sure what 19-year-old me would do because back then I wasn't as fully formed as I am now. At this point, I know what I am. I know what I am and I know what I want. And I would go back in time to enrich myself because that's what anyone should do.
And that's why he gonna leave you out there with the big ass hole in your forehead that opens.
I wouldn't do something that stupid. And I'll also wear a hat. Also, I don't know why he didn't wear a hat.
He didn't have a hat. He just got dropped off with the clothes he had on. What are you talking about?
The first thing he should have got was a hat.
It's not like the doctor said, "All right, get shit, get out my TARDIS." No, it's like, all right, see you. He's like, stop that. No, but how'd you feel about Ricky? And I mean, honestly,
he was.
I was gonna say Mickey has justified him feeling how he felt. Like he was like, oh, I'm gonna go out and do my own thing, and Rose was gonna go that way. He's like, you gotta pick and choose, man. I'm just a little tin dog. You don't care about me. You don't know nothing about me. And so he went to go visit his dead grandmother. That was a sad story, bro. The carpet was broken, and she fell down the stairs and broke her neck.
Yeah, I guess that's sad. I didn't have any attachment to the old lady, so it didn't really hit me the way.
You don't meet Mickey. You never met Mickey's grandmother. You just
exactly so
in that instance.
Right, it wasn't. Yeah, so it didn't really hit me. I don't know. I was pretty detached with Mickey overall. He is the freaking tin dog to me, honestly.
Oh, K9, then leave.
Yeah.
All right. So then we got the second part of that with the Cybermen, a old school Doctor Who villain from I want to say the third Doctor. Let me actually check to see when the Cybermen were created. But yeah, 1966.
Oof.
Also, first Doctor. Oh man, I'm looking at that costume. I forgot how bad it looked. It's been a long time since I've looked at the old school Cyberman suit. So, what'd you think of this episode? I mean, like I said, two-parter. Jackie Tyler.
I mean, same thing happens. Like Rose being dumb. She about to risk her life for a dude that don't even know she exists. And Mickey and Ricky team up, and Ricky dies. I'm supposed to feel sad. I don't.
I mean, you didn't channel your inner Cuba Gooding Jr. Ricky.
No. And then what else? I felt more sad about the lady getting killed by the Cybermen. Like the tech support lady. I felt more about her than I did about Ricky.
Damn, man.
But I was about it. Oh yeah, and the mom got taken. She got taken, and I'm supposed to care about that. And it's like I said, it's hard to get involved with some of these characters. They're just so not interesting in some regards.
Okay. All right. So
that might be a me thing, though.
Lantern. It might be the Idiot's Lantern. That's like the filler episode. Didn't even like it. That's the one where they go to the 50s, thinking they can go see Elvis, and it's the.
Oh yeah. That one felt like I could just skip the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The only cool thing was Rose lost her face.
Yeah.
All right. So another two-parter: The Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit. I believe this is the first appearance of the Ood. Real quick. Yeah, so this was the first appearance of the Ood. How'd you feel about the Ood, Samir?
How I put it into word? I mean, this is definitely. I definitely like this episode more than the Cybermen, and I definitely enjoyed the aesthetic and the costume design much better. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this episode.
Yeah,
they were foreboding. They were grotesque. I loved it.
I mean, I like the Ood. I mean, you don't really see them that much anymore. I think they were just like, they were in 2 episodes of Jodie's last season. Forgot about that because it was 2 years ago at this point. So, did you really think? Did you think that entire crew was going to die and the Doctor was just going to save Rose in some way, shape, or form?
It would not surprise me.
Tell me.
Damn, man.
He didn't just say that.
Just screw everybody else and get Rose back.
He's done it before.
Did he do it before?
A couple times he has dropped everything to save her.
When?
Once in Eccleston's run.
What episode?
The dog situation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but everybody else in that base was dead.
Yeah, but if that dollar got out, though, it'd been a problem. And he was like, "No, let's save Rose." Like, no, locked everything down.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I like these 2 episodes, but I mean, early 2000s CG. I mean, the devil was just like, throw him away. He was British. He had a jacked up grill. But yeah, I mean, there really wasn't that much to talk about with this episode because it was like, yeah, are we going with sci-fi? Are we kind of leaning into the religious stuff or what? Yeah.
I gotta say, so
go ahead.
So now that I'm actually watching Tennant's run as the Doctor, I don't know what I was expecting per se, but they do say, most people say he's the best Doctor we've had in recent decades. And I'm curious to see does Matt Smith's run go down in quality? Does it go up? Like, is he not as good as Tennant?
Okay, so Matt Smith has a lot of good episodes. I feel like it started to kind of it stayed even was with Capaldi. So, Capaldi had those episodes where it was high, low, average, high, low, average. Because Capaldi had, I want to say, 3 seasons. I feel like he did one with Jenna Coleman, one without, where he had Madame Vostra and her wife, and then the season with Bill. Madame Vostra is the lizard lady who you got the hots for.
Yeah.
But yeah. Next week, let's do 10 and 11 because 12 and 13 are a 2-parter.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and get into episode 5 of Ahsoka, directed by Dave Filoni, obviously written by Dave Filoni because he wrote the whole damn season.
All right, so this one is probably the best so far.
Can we talk about Ariana Greenblatt just like being in her bag, playing every single young version of every single character in all of fandom because she played young
Yes, we
Gamora
can.
in Endgame, and she also played young Ahsoka in this episode and did her damn thing.
She also played someone else.
She was in Barbie. She played a girl named Sasha.
Yeah, she was a daughter in Barbie. That's what it was.
She was also in 65, The Boss Baby, Family Business, Bad Moms. She did the voice of Velma in Scoob. She was also in Love and Monsters. I gotta go back and rewatch that movie.
Right. Anyways, yeah. So, one of the best episodes ever. The callback to the Clone Wars in live action was just a sight to behold. And so here's the thing. There's a disconnect in the Star Wars franchise where prequel Anakin is not okay. So in the movies, between the Sith,
Episode
he
two.
comes off as very whiny and angsty, and there's a disconnect to that Anakin to the Clone Wars Anakin, which that is the quintessential version of Anakin where he's cocky. He's a one of the best Jedi in the Order during the Clone War era. Like when they couldn't get through to something, they called Anakin. Like he was the fixer. Like, yo, this area is giving us problems. Get it done, Anakin, and he gets it done. That's how good he was. All right, dude was just a goat. All right, he was a freaking MVP, right? And he was so sure of his abilities that he would come off as cocky. You get mad at him, but damn, he would deliver on top of those abilities, right? So that's the kind of guy you're working with here, right? And then you have to reconcile him to the one in the movie. So it's really good to see Hayden Christensen give us that energy, that Dave Filoni energy. So it's crazy how that happened, right? Like Dave Filoni get behind the driver's seat, and that's what we got. We got a good Anakin in live action. So I love.
Okay, so people gotta stop saying we got a good Anakin. Like, okay, I like Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, of course. I never said he was good here. I'm giving him props right now.
Yeah, but the way you phrase it just seemed like he was never good.
No, I'm shitting on George Lucas. I'm not shitting on Hayden Christensen.
Okay.
He can't. The guy Hayden Christensen didn't write the character. He acted the character. They told him to act the way he did. Okay, so when another director told him to act this way, he did, and the character was better for it.
So yeah, as someone who, like I said, I watched the animated movie for the Clone Wars, which was the setup for the series. Then I watched.
Oh God, from 2007.
Yeah, so then I watched pretty much half of the first season, and then I don't remember what the hell I was doing.
You ain't going nowhere.
No, yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I think the only episode I vaguely remember watching, it was a Jar Jar Binks centric episode where he had Qui-Gon's cloak and he was using the Force, but he was really just bumbling his way through everything.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people on the internet are like, yo, so we get it, Jason's Force sensitive, but come on, how can his mom hit her lightsabers over the waves?
All right, so that was a little weird. Like how she here, I can see how he's doing it. I don't see how she was able to do it. So I don't know. That's just a little wonky there.
I saw that and I literally just said, midichlorians. It's in all of us. It's in you.
Basically. Yeah, basically.
Carson, once again, being the MVP and stalling everybody out.
Yep, that was really cool. I'm loving him getting more screen time.
Yeah, despite the fact that they were so lazy, they just literally used his poster from The Mandalorian and just photoshopped it onto a new Ahsoka poster, same pose and everything. It's like, bro, y'all lazy. I like seeing the Purgles like in high detail, as opposed to like the 2 seconds we saw them in episode 3, when we saw them in the clouds, and that was it.
Yeah.
I was really hoping Hera would have, hopped in one of the Purgles and joined Ahsoka, but she's like,
why?
I already brought my child out here and almost got him killed, but, can't cross galaxies.
That wouldn't make sense.
Mother of the year on this one. I mean, why not?
It wouldn't make sense.
Okay. All right.
I mean, how would she have to jump inside the thing? Yeah, no, it's not gonna make sense.
She getting a Purgle too. get the same Purgle. It's a whale.
She needs to alert the Republic to what's going on.
Carson already did that. He ain't going nowhere. He can do it.
Yeah, but they needed her to be there to debrief.
Oh, God. Carson like, look, man, they hopped in these giant wells. They crossing galaxies. They know how to find Ezra and Thrawn, and they're going to stop them. That's all you need Carson to do. Carson, like I said, bro, Carson is the Phil Coulson of the Star Wars universe. He just pops up, says some things, and disappears. But yeah,
there's so many epic frames in this episode. Can we talk about the lightsaber duel? It was so fire.
I like the flashback of when we first see, them quote unquote start her training, and you see Anakin walk away, and it flashes to Vader, and that was the one thing I wanted to see. I actually wanted to see when they
that was so good.
Yeah, when they went back to like the little light bridge area, and when he walked out, I wanted him to be Vader. I didn't want Sith eyes Anakin. I wanted full Ahsoka Vader live action.
Oh, it was so good though.
That would be the only thing I would change, but it was good. We really do need to ease up on the de-aging just a little bit. I mean, makeup does work wonders, but come on. I mean,
I don't know if you can. Look, I honestly, after a while, I didn't even care about the de-aging. It was no big deal.
Yeah. And is Hayden Christensen's hair short, or was he wearing a wig, or was he wearing extensions? Because I was like, or did they just put his face on somebody else's body in the Clone Wars flashback?
No, it was him in there. It was him. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Hang on. That was his hair, I think. I don't think it was.
No, I'm talking about when you see him with long hair. Was that his hair? Did they shoot those scenes first? And like, hey, well,
did it look bad to you? Did it look bad or something?
No, it's just like I'm always interested. I'm always interested in like all the things that make a project. So even up to like hair and makeup, like lighting and things like that nature. That's why I was saying we can kind of ease up on the de-aging, and if we get a good makeup artist, it can take.
There's only so much
off his face. I mean, yeah, white people age like milk, but still.
Not everyone does, but yeah.
Okay, name a white person who's aging gracefully.
Kate Blanchett.
She's a vampire. She don't count, bro. And even then, we haven't seen Kate Blanchett like wear like a regular shade of makeup in like forever.
It's probably a wig. It's probably a wig, bro.
Yeah, she usually when we see Kate Blanchett nowadays, she's pasty. Like what was the last movie you saw Kate Blanchett in where she had a regular skin tone?
I'll get back to you because I have some movies to watch. So I'll get back to you on that.
All right. All right, so yeah, I think we both agree that this episode was fire. It's obviously the best one.
Yeah, I give it a 10.0.
Once again, why are we doing ratings? We rate this season overall, dude.
I'm giving this episode a 10.0.
All right, well, y'all heard Samir. All right, so you ready to call it a wrap? Because we had an hour and 46 minutes.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, guys, this is Bernard, a.k.a. The Scarlet Spider.
And this is Samir, the King in Black.
And that was another episode of the Angry Blerds podcast.
Join us next time. Same Blerd channel, same Blerd network.
All right, guys. Next week, we're doing episodes 10 and 11 of Doctor Who, episode 6 of Ahsoka, and we're going to knock off the last 4 episodes of One Piece. So be sure to rate and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. What were you about to say?
I was going to say watch us on our platforms.
That part 2. All right. Samir, tell the people goodbye. Oh, let me know what you guys think of the new intro music.
Yeah,
Rockberry State.
Live long and prosper.
Rockberry.
Live long and prosper.
Sue him. All right. Peace.